Hey, buddy. All right, welcome to episode 14. All right, I'm going to show you some stuff. This is my chicken coop, or my chicken breeder, rather, my egg farm. So basically, I'm not sure where I cut off. I think I finished the whole thing except for the roof. So I finished the roof, and I have since put a lot of chickens in there. And to get them in there is pretty easy, actually. I just sit there and grab 3 stacks, and I throw them against the roof. And then when they break, they fall into the pit. Um, so anyway, so I have more eggs than I know what to do with. Like this is plenty of eggs for me. Um, as you can see, like this is quickly filling up. Okay, now what I have to do next is excavate a bunch of dirt, probably going out this way, and then that's where I'm going to have a machine that automatically launches the eggs into an area. The eggs break and the chickens grow. Once the chickens grow to full size, I have to actually go and hit a switch, and then a plume of water will carry the chickens to a fire where they will get lit on fire, they will burn and die, and then that will result in having cooked chicken and feathers on demand. So that's kind of my next thing is to build the area where they can actually hatch. Um, I don't think I have all the machinery I need yet. Like I need a lot of sticky pistons and stuff for it. So I might just build like a caged in area first, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so moving on from there. So I'll take you over here, and this is my wolf farm area. So I'm sure you've seen all of the sheep I had in here for a while, but I started segregating them and putting them in color order. The only problem is that this cage right here needs to be brown, and I haven't found a jungle yet, so I don't have any chopped cocoa beans, which is what makes brown wool. So that's a bit of a pain. Anyway, all the other colors I can do except for brown. So I'll just have to kind of deal with that as it comes up. But today, what I'm working on is a project that I've actually needed to do for a while. So I need a lot of emeralds, and I need emeralds because I need to buy stuff like maps. Maps will help me find the strongholds, the underwater fortresses, I think they're called, and other stuff like that. So that's what actually this area was going to be. But right now, I'm going to cross over to there. I'm going to cross the street on the other end towards the hill. And I am going to build and I'm going to start building some houses. These are not going to be really complex houses. They're going to be pretty simple, but I kind of need them simple for what I want. So basically, I'm going to start 2 in and just hop, and then it's going to be so like ridiculously simple. It's going to be 2, 2, and then I'm going to leave 1 empty for a window. 3. You might be asking why I need more houses. Like, why do I care? It's because right now I have to travel a pretty far way for to get to villagers. Um, Not really far, but far enough that I don't really want to do it. So this is a way for me to get some housing so that they can move closer. And I do plan on putting beds in all of these. The reason that there's a front door and a back door is because I'm sure you remember from the mechanics of the game is that each door allows you to have so many villagers. So it's better for me to have more doors. Um, okay, so now I have that. Just gonna throw a roof on top real quick. And then throw one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, so that's it. That is my house. I'm going to put some doors on it and some windows, and that'll be cool. Um, but what I want to do is build a 3 wide walkway with I think it's called Ansonite, something like that. It's this stuff. Tanzanite. Um, the reason I'm using this is because I have a lot of it. Like I have 3 chests full of it, and I use the granite and I use the diorite, but I don't use this at all for anything. And the reason I don't use this is because I just don't like it. I think it looks ugly. So I figured this would be a good kind of use for it. I'll make a main walkway, and I'll have both houses on both sides. And additionally, so I'm going to have houses on both sides, but over towards the water, I'm going to build a little farmhouse with a pen in the back, and that's going to be for pigs because I need a place for my pigs. So I think I can get one more done before the sun goes down completely. So I'm going to leave 2 in between. The only reason I leave 2 in between is just because I think it looks nicer. There's no real reason for it. You can build them like back to back or even sharing a wall. I've done that before when I was really pressed for space or time. Like I built houses that were like, I mean, I called it a house, but it really was just one big room with a bunch of doors on it. But yeah, I understand that this doesn't look the nicest. It's just that I don't care for this. I need to get the villagers closer because I really don't like making the walk to and from where the villagers are all the time. So let's get that up, good, and then also it doesn't hurt to start building up some of this empty area because it keeps me safe from like getting blown up in the middle of the night. I do put a lot of torches down when I'm building stuff, and that's for, I'd rather have too many torches than to get blown up, because I get really aggravated if I get blown up a lot. And then I'll just build one more, and then I'll build a mirror image on the other side. But let me run back for sleep. I'm also going to build stuff over on this side, but it's going to be a little different over here. I'm going to build some cottages, but a lot of it's going to be like stuff you'd find normally in a village. And I also need to chop down those trees first. So let me finish building these places. I'll also grab some glass while I'm in here. Glass panes. Do I have to run over to the? Ooh, I might have to run over to the thing. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'll do? I will. Yeah, I have to run over to the blacksmith place. Okay, it's alright. We'll skip that step. I have plenty of other stuff to do anyway. So yeah, like so both sides of this is just gonna be one giant village. The reason I'm trying to build the way I am is mainly because I need to I'm going around in circles a little bit. Like I have a lot of projects to do, but I'm not really accomplishing as much or as fast as I would like to. So I picked something like this because something like this is actually pretty fast. Once it's built, it's done. I have the supplies for it, which I can't say about most of my projects. And once it's like done, then or the earlier I get done, the more of a chance it has for the villagers to increase in population, because they don't just get somewhere and then start breeding a lot. It takes a little while. So the sooner I get set up, the sooner I can start with that. And also, I think it looks nicer, like because like you build a lot of stuff for yourself, but I'm trying to build like an actual like town, like something that's like more realistic than normal. So for it to be more realistic, like I would need probably about, oops, my key got stuck and I started running in place. Let's see, let's hop up there. Anyway, for it to be more realistic, you actually need a pretty good amount of buildings per people, like because you would think that you would need 1 bed per person, but you need probably an additional building per person because in real life, people don't generally work at home. So each one of these people would need a place to sleep and like a job. So I have a chicken farm. So let's say that would take 2 people to operate. And then I have a sheep farm. and that probably would take 2 people to operate. Well, so the thing is, I have that tall house over there. You can see it. Well, that could fit like 3 or 4 people. So that's enough for over there. But then I have a farm here. I have the trees going on. I have what's going to be the railway station. I have the Coliseum. Like all these are things. So I try to be realistic in the sense of making it so that it would actually have people for it. So I need to start moving more people into place here, so that I I could sort of better pretend that I have everything I need for it. Okay, so I'm gonna build this, and then I'll build a mirror image of those 3 on the other side, and then I'll start working on the house for the pig thing real quick. That house is probably going to be a little bit more elaborate. It's still going to be 1 floor, maybe 2 floor. I don't know. We'll see how much room we have. Maybe a small 2-story. And I don't like using the same wood for the floor as for other stuff. That's why I use birch for this. And I have to put doors on everything. That doesn't look too bad. Like more of an alleyway, maybe a driveway. It actually reminds me of the house I grew up in, because back in Philadelphia, where I'm from, all the houses had sort of this driveway behind them, and that's because in the front of the house you don't have driveway. So what they would do is they would have this like narrow alleyway that you could just barely fit a car through, and then driveways that you could pull cars into. It was built in the 50s. That's just kind of what they did back then. Okay, so let's build the next section. So this is going to give me 12 doors. So 12 doors is not bad. It's not great. It's not what I would prefer. I'd want more. But trying to keep a little bit towards looking good until I can get, once I get my condo building built. That might be what my next project is, my condos over there. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so what I would like to see is not only you, but anybody who might watch this, show me what you do if you're trying to transplant a bunch of villagers. Like, would you rather make it look nice? Like, do you build individual houses for each villager, or do you just kind of build something that'll work? Because I could make these even more efficient, put doors on the sides, so there's 4 doors per building. And that would actually make things a little bit, you know, it would just make everything a little bit more compact. Because right now I'm only getting 12 doors out of these buildings, which is a lot, but I feel like I could get more. Skip 2. Yeah, and then like I could put them like right next to each other, like have like a farm, just, yeah, I could pack these houses in. But like I said, I'm trying to remain at least a little bit towards my goal of being more of what you would see in an actual city. And then I can always change these later. I don't really do that too often. I normally don't stay on maps long enough to really make epic changes. Like pretty much it's easier for me just to build something new than to delete or edit something. But I have seen people do it before, where they, after a while, they're like, oh, I don't really like how I built this house or something, so they will change the house. Um, I don't know, I'm not really like that. I'm not really sure why. I just don't really prefer it. I'll go get a bunch of doors, and it'll be set. And then, so, I don't know if I showed you, but over yonder in that direction is a village. It's actually not that far away. In fact, this pathway over here kind of goes off into the direction. So what I would like to do is build the actual road for that, and then I'll put some railway down, and that'll help me get the villagers to back here, so that I can then, like, I only need to get 2, and then I'll just, like, kind of help them breed, and you help them breed by trading with them. So, oops. So yeah, I'll get them back here, and they can do their thing. I might extend this over here. Maybe I'll build a different type of housing thing, or Maybe this is too many houses. I'll build like something like kind of cool over here. Maybe I'll go into farming or something like that. Or I'll try to give the guys jobs. You know, everybody needs a job. Just forgot to build that there. I was kind of curious when I make mistakes like that, like I forgot to place one down, like I don't notice them obviously, like I'm just not paying attention or whatever. Do you like notice when I do that and then like yell at the screen like, what are you doing? You missed a spot. I could also build like a second story too. I've done that before where I built like really tall things with multiple stories. Okay, so each one of these needs one over each door. Why over each door? Just because I like to keep everything well lit. It keeps creepers from spawning. Um, I've been in a situation before where I didn't well light stuff around me, and then sure enough, I'm not paying attention one day and I'm doing something mundane, and sure enough, a creeper comes out of nowhere and blows me up. And it's not too bad with something like this, but if I'm building like something out of redstone and a creeper just comes and blows everything up, I'm like, no. It like sometimes it can destroy an hour's worth of work, and then it like takes me probably longer to rebuild. Dude, did I? I did. I missed. I put two over instead of one. All right. Well, we're gonna widen the street then. Duh. See, like that. Did you notice that? Did you notice that it was only one difference on this side, but two on this side? I didn't notice. Obviously, if I noticed, I wouldn't have done it. Now I need to go two this way. So one, two, and then this is gonna be probably a road. Yeah, I'm gonna do a road, and then I'll do the farm. I'll just build the farmhouse like close over here. I also like to kind of plant flowers around stuff. I think that looks nice. A lot of the time, sometimes it doesn't, but hey pig, I'm building a farm for you. You're gonna love it. It's not gonna be automated either, so like I'm gonna have to kill you by hand. Alright. Well, you get the idea of what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna end it now. Next time will be either the automated part of my chicken farm, or I'll start on the condos. The reason the condos are because it's going to be two buildings sprouting out over here that go really high. Okay, so I just like to have stuff sprouting out and building. I have to work on the train station too eventually, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that yet. So anyway, buddy, I'm going to go. I hope to see you next time and stay awesome.